Our heroes have set out to the east, to the pyre of Gede. Several of our champions have worshipped Gede. They've learned about Gede and Gede, the ancient name for the goddess. And the pyre of Gede was at the base of one of the tallest mountains of the mountain chain that has blocked off a large part of the eastern deserts. This mountain is claimed to be the site of a ritual, the reunification ritual that happens every year when Elid, the Evermore Brown eastern moon, wanes. The moon has waned and waxed and waned again, and it seems to be waning for the final time. Tonight, our heroes will try their best to finally reach the top of this summit in order to meet, well, that is the adventure at stake here, but they know they are not alone. For the Preservation Syndicate also hikes these mountain chains as well. And last our heroes left them, Crultuk, the leader of the Preservation Syndicate here in this once inaccessible continent, was deleted, removed, extricated? Extracted? I like deleted. From reality itself with one of Loric's potions. And so, the Preservation Syndicate has been murmuring, have been bubbling, have been simmering, trying to figure out their next moves. Our heroes have learned that the Preservation Syndicate has been in pursuit of these ancient Cyclopean artifacts, and they have ripped several of them from the grasp of the Preservation Syndicate. But tonight, perhaps, the most valuable of all relics and artifacts will be at stake here tonight. So with that, we see ourselves perhaps in the final bits of the summit towards the top of the mountain, in these grasping claws, these broken nails of mountain peaks. The final peak lies ahead. Go ahead, describe for us who we see and what are they discussing? What are their thoughts and efforts with the peak at hand? Start here on my left.
So we have the elf shaman Loric Glasseater. As always, out of his element, far from the ocean, in these desolate, dry peaks. He looks pretty grim. Obviously, the environment is not to his liking, but neither are the violent and gruesome dealings that have been going on for the past few weeks or months, or who knows how long they've been lost out here, struggling their way up to the mountain peak. So, yeah, he's definitely, it's taken his toll on his mind, but perhaps today he will be able to dig deep and reconnect with the natural spirits.
Who's with him?
So tonight he'll be joined by Mikana. He will be joined by a half-orc shaman who is trekking along the mountain pass covered in furs, snow-crested, and leaning up against a staff. And he's humming quietly to himself, just trying to make the best of the situation, always kind of wearing a somewhat naive grin on his face, just because for all the trouble that this adventure has been, it has given them an opportunity to connect with other followers of Gede. So it's been helping him continue to deepen his faith and his relationship with his cohort.
They're not alone. They have one last companion.
Garbed in blacks and grays, Elarius of the Vulpes Argentum, the elven archer, gazes into the distance, hardened by the losses of his friends and companions, but his resolve and thirst for conquest, emboldened by the arcane power of the Orus and his utilization of its powers to overcome adversity alongside Loric. Elarius is hopeful that not only will they find answers to the mystery of Gede and the sphere that is missing, but he is also eager to see if Vanwyn, the priest from prior adventures, is hiding somewhere up here. For Vanwyn was the only witness to a less than honorable act that was committed by Loric and Elarius many adventures ago.
So ahead of us is the final bits of this mountain chain. There have been several threads that have been strung together to bring you to the ultimate peak here, and Gede being the operative religious aspect, but your own sort of drive to find this last orb that the Wandering Eye Camp needed for their reunification ritual at the pyre at the base of the mountain. Their unloading of goods on this pyre every time this moon wanes, and however long it takes, they recognize this in their process of traveling and being nomads around the desert, collecting all these treasures. But what's at the top of this mountain, even they could not even lay claim to. So as you're traveling along here, you feel that the winds of the mountains seem to almost rebut your efforts to reach the summit. What would you do to try to overcome these winds? They seem to be impenetrable.
Well, I think turning to one of his chants.
Okay.
Indeed, they could be mistaken for shanties by those who perhaps don't know any better. I think old Loric would look to the squid's embrace, his sort of ability to hold people or creatures in place with some grasping strands of seaweed, or perhaps tentacles, indeed, depending on where they are. And so to resist being blown backwards and maybe actually get a foothold to push themselves forward, he would try to adapt the chant.
Okay, you're gonna use this chant.
Okay.
What are you guys gonna do? Support him in these efforts, or come up with your own scheme as well?
Well, that a bore. Using your old noggin, I appreciate that. I think it might be useful if I take my spear and I hop that over the berm, attached to a rope, so we can at least start making progress once we have reached a level of respite.
Okay. Helping spear.
Just so that, we can try to advance against the wind and have some level of a hold whenever we're ready, of course.
All right, let's see if he can get this chant off. Elarius, do you have anything to aid to all of this?
Elarius is just going to grit his teeth and, fueled by his inner rage, force his way into the wind.
Just sheer brute strength.
Sheer brute strength, one hand on the hilt of his longsword, one hand in his pack, gripping the hand of Paravas.
Elarius will feel a hand on his shoulder. My friend, do you think that's wise?
It's served me well so far.
Well, would it be worth it to see if it'll serve you well again by having a break with the rest of us? We've got the spear, we've got the rope, we've got time.
You're right. Let's do this smartly.
Live to fight another day.
Do you need a spike?
I have arrows.
Suit yourself. Boom, boom, boom. He's gonna start drumming on his little whale skin, sort of drum skin stretched out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the winds and the seas, they blow so fierce, but not so hard as these mountain peaks. And he's gonna start whipping up some little vines to create footholds or even grab us by the feet.
Yeah, like they come up from the grounds and hold your feet down
Right.
the mountain. Okay, let's see if you can get this off. And it'll influence these guys.
Okay, so I need on that one.
Well, you're gonna roll the chant check, right, to see if you get the chant off.
That's what I'm doing. It's not looking good, but.
Well, what do you use, a D20 plus your charisma? Is that it?
Oh, 20. Oops. Yeah, I need 2 D20s. Excuse me.
Oh, because you have advantage on it.
Yeah,
right,
I was
right.
like, wow, these are low rolls. But yeah, grab the 2 D6s. Right. And wow.
Wow, you're also low.
Really bad. But luckily, I have +6 because I have this ring.
Oh, wow.
And I have also just whatever bonuses. So
Okay. So you're adept at
just
this stealth.
made it to get the nuts, maybe not the, not the fiercest kelp and seaweed and vines that you've ever seen.
Dried at these mountain peaks.
They'll do the trick.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna mark that as success there. Let's see if you can gain a success with your spear as well.
All right, so I take the rope, I tie it to the end of the spear, and I give it a hook. Let's see.
We're using your strength.
Yep,
Okay.
14.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to deftly throw this spear and kind of clink, and like it has a ley line back, and it's giving you guys this sort of like a rope and ladder type of thing, where you just keep creating this bridge, supplemented by your kelpy feet, your vines that are being held to the ground. And Elarius, you're just keeping your ground. You're just letting your. You are a range. You're a scout. Loosely.
Loosely. I mean, if the footholds and the rope are in place.
They are, and I will give you this. You guys have successfully navigated these winds. You guys are traversing up the mountain.
Indeed, the winds may be drawn by the ring, which attracts bad weather.
Perhaps. That's very true. Bad weather indeed.
That darn ring.
This is bringing you to the peak of this mountain here. But because you so successfully are navigating these mountains, you have clear sight of the temple at hand.
Oh.
And just to kind of show you guys, this is at the peak of the mountain. This giant sort of peak is encapsulating this entryway, this shrine, this temple, ancient temple to Gede. You can see the symbology, Mikana, to be one of a symbol that seems archaic, seems so ancient. You recognize the symbology, you recognize the patterns and the presentation of such things. Elarius, you see, because you have successfully navigated, that it is also crawling with Preservation Syndicate members. They are rooting through this area completely. Within it, there seems to be a central sort of platform, as well as like monk cells that enter into each of the respective caves, like the smaller peaks within this peak of the mountain. There are several stones that seem to jut up in between these monk cells that seem to glow red with the pulsing of blood, as if the stones themselves bleed with some sort of power and might. And in the central climax of this mountain, there is a long, large, crumbling staircase that leads into this innermost chamber. And with you all having a successful advantage in navigating this route, you can choose your destination onto the map. Ooh. Go ahead, help me out here. Pick up a corner. Lift it straight up.
Oh boy, look at this.
God have mercy.
Let me see. Make sure everything's clean. Okay, so you guys have your miniatures. You can see that there's this sort of intended pathway into the main chamber here. There are these like monk cells that head off into the various aspects of the mountain, but there's this central like stairwell that continues into the peak itself within the mountain. And, you know, there are syndication members crawling everywhere. And they are not alone. They seem to have brought some heavy weights. These are larger syndication members as
Goons, would you say?
These guys seem to be exploring the centralmost portion of this, which the ground is unlike all the other ground around it. This hard and compact dirt, but within this specific area, there seems to be like a collapse or a cave-in or some sort of activity within the rocks themselves. You have the two bleeding stones in between here.
So we can come in anywhere on the rim here?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Well, I think we might want to just go straight into the temple. I don't know if I want to deal with these guys. They look like bad news.
I agree. Something tells me, though, that we'd better be cautious of that bloodstone.
Seems like it could have some bad mojo about it.
Is there anything I can do to confirm whether the stone is of Gede or not?
The stones are not of Gede. It seems like things have been built around these stones. They are of an ancient sort of like a remnants or like a refuse or something that's been left behind, and this temple has been built up around it. Maybe this mountain itself, as you've heard from the sunken, forgotten village, has crashed down onto these stones, and they're kind of jutting through, poking out.
Alright.
So you can imagine you guys are navigating up the mountain sort of this way. Yeah, you guys could want to get into the central chamber, sure, but you think these stones might even be a barrier to prevent that sort of access. So you'd have to probably navigate.
Realistically, we could deploy anywhere, like in this half moon.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the pyres burn. And, there's these pillars here. They have rubble sort of strewn about them. There's like these bridges that go up to these pillars as well.
Well, I definitely want to be close to someone, since most of my spells have to do with being nearby, so if I were to give anyone advantage on something or whatever. But I'd say we could split up in a certain way. I would be not on my own, though, I think would be fair.
Interesting.
I would also make that recommendation, seeing as my chances are somewhat similar to his.
Great, so we'll stick together.
I'm thinking... Elarius, please.
What direction is the wind blowing?
Off the mountain to the east towards you. Yeah.
This way,
Yeah,
you might say. I think Elarius would love to be posted up behind this rubble in cover of not only the rocks themselves, but also the smoke from the Great Pyre.
A little visual barrier, perhaps. Well, Loric is happy to join you in that region, so...
Yep, gruesome twosome.
Yep.
And similarly, Mikana will also be there as
What
well.
if we get on the bridge?
I mean, whatever, like in that area, kind of lying low. Yeah. So there we are. We're walking out, maybe crawling across the bridge, looking down onto the scene.
Yeah, you've had such an advantage navigating this mountain so far. Your vines have been quite the assistance in all of this. And looking down, do you see that they are actively searching for something? They are rooting things. You can see that some of them go in and out of these chambers, and you can overhear the conversations amongst the wind. Hey, it's over here. This thing, mechanism over here. We think we have found something. Seems like they're trying to uproot something that seems to be locked or hidden within this central chamber. within the central temple. This whole thing we'll call the temple. And I will also add that the moon above you is slowly waning. So as the moon wanes, your source of light is slowly dwindling. So in 1 hour from now, the moon will be at its complete darkness.
Okay.
And the reunification ritual will begin.
Oh.
So I will even emphasize that the Preservation Syndicate have a timeline here, and they're trying to accomplish what they want to accomplish before the reunification ritual happens. If you can stop them, you will have the advantage.
Great. Well, what say we kill these people?
Speed is of the essence.
I agree.
So, I imagine you're going to shoot them, eh, Elf? What do I call you? Tree Elf? Is that where you're from? I think we had that. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since our relationship.
Yes. Water breather.
Right. So, if you're using that bow, you may want some grace. Is that right?
I will take whatever grace you will afford me, Loric.
And just to be clear, these little stairs you can go into these buildings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
Right.
kind of like what you're doing here, you're going up here.
Right.
But these buildings you
These
can
are
enter.
buildings, these
That's
are
a building
rocks.
you can enter as well too.
Oh,
it's
under the stairs?
You have to go all the way up the stairs. The
Oh,
entryway's
yeah,
at the
yeah.
top of
Okay.
that.
But
And that
this
thing,
is not buildings, just...
No, yeah. It's just
Okay.
like into that thing. So just so you guys realize, you can go into these buildings or up those stairs. Those stairs would take a tremendous amount of time, and you'd be exposed, and they're crumbling, and they look hazardous.
Wow. Well, things are off to a great start.
What are you rolling here?
I'm rolling the grace of the porpoise to grant him skills beyond his wildest dreams.
Would you roll a
The
2 there?
grace of the what now?
Porpoise. It's a sea creature of great. Imagine a gazelle, but of the ocean.
Like a fish.
Some might mistake it for a fish, but in my youth, I never did so. In fact, I remember swimming with the porpoises and trying to keep up with them, but it did not take long. In fact, a week-old porpoise could outswim even the fastest elf. And so, as I remember these graceful, not fish, I call upon my memories of childhood to re-roll this. Oh my god! What is happening? This is like my fourth tube.
Get it out now. Just get it out now.
Okay. Well, I guess you're not gonna have advantage.
You tried with your elect token there.
I've got an extra because of carousing. So
Okay.
give it back. I've got a lot of memories of childhood going on. Or hope for the future as well, possibly.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
I rolled it, and you
very-
get the hope for the future.
Yeah, I was like, well, the childhood didn't help me, so maybe in the future.
It's better to look forward.
Exactly, that's
Look
right.
back. All right, so unfortunately, Loric does not get his chanting off. Maybe the smoke from this pyre here chokes him up.
Yeah, that's right, it
Memory
kinda
from
bugs.
his childhood just not pertinent enough to keep him on board here. So I'm giving you guys the advantage here. You have the upper hand since they haven't seen you guys. So Mikana, what are you doing?
What do you all think about a distraction?
Sounds fantastic.
I'm game.
Loric, you've got that water thingy going on, right?
Oh, yes, indeed. I can grant you the gift of water. Something that I recently learned how to do. Yearning for water here in these mountains, I gained a new appreciation for it.
Do you think you can grant those pyres a gift of water, particularly the one on the far end?
Let me consult my my inner knowledge and thinking about these sorts of things.
I'm wondering if we could increase our advantage
Yes.
by keeping things dark.
Right, I see. Well, I could grant it to one of my allies, I think, and then they could use it to if they were to make a ranged attack of water, they could possibly put the fire out. But I can't put it on an inanimate object, nor indeed an enemy. That's how I feel about that.
A ranged attack, you say?
Yes, yes.
That is what I do.
Yes, yes. Well, it may have a... actually, I don't know what you might be able to cast it far. I think it's more of a near cast from yourself. It kind of turns you into having a spell type of thing.
Gotcha.
A single ranged attack, right?
Oh, I think maybe as long as I maintain it,
Oh.
you could redo it. I think.
And you said near.
I believe it is, unfortunately. It's, you don't have the gift of water. I'm giving it to you, so it loses some potency as it goes down. Anyway, it's all very, very spiritual.
Oh, of course. Our gifts are very similar.
Indeed. Okay. Well, perhaps as this is all going on, we're squibbling about spiritual matters.
So anyway, I knock an arrow.
So you guys are just going straight for it. You guys want to try to take them out.
Any final thoughts?
This is your opportunity here to make the most of your advantageous situation, but combat's certainly the most obvious answer.
I'd really love to find some way to darken the scene so that we can operate with even greater latitude.
Well, we do have the moon shining on us, so I don't know that. In fact, the smoke may be darkening the scene slightly.
Yeah, I mean, there's this bridge here. There's this rubble as well too, immediately around you. If you guys wanted to try to do something with that, search the rubble, or
sure.
tip the bridge.
Having failed in my ability to chant, can I do anything else?
No, we're going around to see if they want to do anything.
So that's a building in the back that I can't.
Yeah, we're sort of saying you can go up here to where you guys are.
I see.
But there's like rubble here that you could search in terms of like trying to get an advantageous position. Disturbing it might alert them though. You just don't know what's here. There could be stuff hidden throughout this whole temple that could help you out.
Clock's ticking.
I think
there's that too. Or you could continue down to try to get into this building, or continue on your assault.
No, I think it's best for me to stay with my friends. So I'm going to search the rubble, seeing as I've been given some divine instruction.
Mm-hmm. How are you gonna search it? Elaborate your search. It will affect if you need to make a roll or not.
I'll do it slowly, carefully, stone by stone.
Okay, it'll take time then.
That's perfectly fine. I got all the time I need right here. Gede's gracious.
So he starts rifling through the rubble. You see this, Elarius.
All right. What's the word?
Elarius is going to take a shot at the big guy.
Okay.
Let's just get it going.
Get it going.
Straight roll?
Straight roll?
Straight roll.
You don't have any advantages or?
22.
Woo. Go ahead, describe this arrow.
Peeking out from the corner of the rubble, Elarius draws back maneuver as far as possible, muscles taut and quivering, catches a bead right on the shoulder of this big monstrosity and lets the arrow fly.
Big mountain brute, she goes lumbers ahead. You see that there's just under the command of these syndicate members. Seems to be hired help. Oh, wow.
12 damage.
Wow. And you can see it just takes this hit just square in its chest. It's staggering. It's on its last legs. And it's just looking up, just like it's trying to do its best.
Withdraws back behind cover.
And the syndicate members just all of a sudden alerted, like, what's going on, and these guys over here on this eastern part are aware of your presence. Or they're aware that there's something here, but they have no idea where you guys are.
Gotcha.
And they immediately just start heading towards this area where you guys are.
Wonderful. I love that.
They start lumbering over this big mountain brute and its syndicate handler. You can see that the rest of the people aren't completely
Yeah, they're
alert.
still coming.
Yeah, everyone's milling about doing their own thing. They don't even report to whoever or whatever.
It's
could
just
be
these
in
two
there.
guys over
Yep.
here.
Where do they mill? I love that.
Huh?
I also like that.
There, you see that they're on the defensive now, and like, they're collaborating, carousing with each other, and just like prepared for whatever's happening next. All right, you are up, Loric.
All right, and so, the porpoise, but perhaps the sea has more bounty that I can call upon. Oh, so quietly to himself, he's gonna say, "In a time of need, we call on the beasts, yo-ho of the sea and the wild." And the beasts are gonna answer, and let's see, what kind of creatures might we find at the mountaintop? What kind of thing? Ooh.
Vultures?
Oh,
I was thinking eagles, yeah.
Very good, yes. Perhaps a pack of,
Flock.
Well,
A murder
I think they have a
vulture.
cooler name, yes.
I think it's a murder.
yes. Begin to circle overhead and, look at these two. They smell the blood, I guess, of this soon to be dead creature. So, do they attack on my turn? Or how does that work? Do we have to wait? They just go for it? Okay, so D6. All right, so
These things
they're flying.
flutter and fly around.
And they can fly, although this is just kind of a whatever. But that's what? Strength? No, just a straight attack roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, well, you're gonna need a D20.
Try that again. Oh, yeah.
Hit which one are you going after?
The big guy.
The brute?
Yeah,
Alright.
so that would be what? Just strength? Or
It's just whatever that attack roll is, so
Chopping.
+2. So it's gonna be bite +2. So you're gonna,
Okay.
you're gonna
So, all right, 11,
just
12,
enough to
13.
scratch through and tear at his flesh and armor as he starts
Ooh,
to.
just a 1. Come on.
You know what? The vultures do their job and
They sense
start
blood.
pulling this last little bit of the brute.
And as it falls, they just they start pecking at his.
This
As
thing
he falls
this
and
thing
dies.
tumbles, but it alerts these other two Central Syndicate members. It's like, what? This thing is just fall into the ground as
You
these
see this
birds come
flock
out of
of
the
large,
sky.
very large vultures here. Yeah. Probably 3 of them. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Yes, 3 vultures. All right, Mikana, you're up next.
In the rubble, am I able to find maybe a stone, maybe a large stone, maybe one the size of someone's head?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I'm going to take my stone, going to admire it for a little bit before stepping up out to the edge. Give a quick look down.
So you're stopping the cleaning.
I'm stopping the cleaning because I have what I want. My treasure, my precious.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it, look over the edge, give a quick ping. Say hello to Gede for me. Take that stone and I drop it on the poor
All
sucker.
right, make a dex check.
$19!
Okay.
A dexterous drop.
What do you take for dropping a stone on someone?
D6. I'll give you a D6.
Oh, it's a hefty stone.
It's a big stone.
All right. I like
Terminal
it.
velocity.
Very far drop.
Hey! 6!
Okay. This stone falls and just crushes this guy's head completely. Just boom! Square right in the top of his dome. Just crumpling him, and just his blue robes just.
Have you guys seen
Tumble
Hot
in.
Fuzz? No.
I've seen
I don't remember.
There's
it.
a
The bit when the thing falls from the church and just like goes straight in through the guy's head.
I don't remember. So the syndicate member just collapses within the rubble at the base of this pillar here.
Mm-hmm.
You've taken out these 2 members, and these other members, like obviously there's walls and piles of rock and stuff, so they don't have a clear beat of what's going on. But they're wondering what's changed course, why they've changed their course.
Let's get down to the bottom. I think we've got more mischief to get up to on these clowns.
Sounds like one hell of a party.
Indeed. Elarius would like to climb down this pillar-like structure.
Sure.
You're talking strength,
No,
dex.
you're gonna do it. You're just climbing down.
Okay.
Awesome. So,
Call it a double move to get to the base.
great. Yeah,
Okay.
Elarius is going to whip out the longsword and wrap it around, and then...
Sure. So you
Why not?
Sharpening it as he goes down.
Yeah, you start
Not how that
skimming-
works, but...
this pillar does. So you're skimming these pillar. You're skimming this pillar, driving yourself on the way down.
You're back?
You land down to
Oh,
the
God.
bottom of
Oh, that's the rocks that Mikana.
that's the rocks. Yeah, that's the big rock. So you're down to the ground. Okay.
Is focus a free action or
Yes.
it's an action?
It's a free action to maintain the focus, but you can't cast another spell.
Okay, right. All right. So
You're maintaining the chant.
I'll, I guess, slide down with you. I think we should just kind of stick
Now, hold on.
together rather than.
Let's see.
Oh,
Counter roll there. Okay, go on. So these syndicate members, they're rummaging about and they haven't taken notice completely, but they know something's afoot.
Oh, the scavengers of the air, they fly to me. So this time to himself.
So the vultures, they're still flying around. Where do you want them?
They're gonna start noticing how weak these two guys were. They're gonna think, oh, maybe we can, they're squawking to each other. So they're gonna fly over and start pecking at this guy.
Okay, that will alert this group of something afoot.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Go for it.
They don't see, they coming down. So okay. All right, and so we're gonna roll for that. All right, so 13, and is that enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these birds tear and pull at their robes and their flesh, their exposed flesh.
5.
Sure enough, these guys crumble to the ground as one crumbles to the ground as well too. Just
wow.
getting torn apart by these birds.
Bloodthirsty. I guess slim pickings on top of this mountain, or perhaps the misdeeds of the syndicate have enraged them, and the mystical powers of the temple are, calling out for help. Who knows? Who's to say?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it's just Loric's chanting.
Mikana, you can see these members are falling to the ground, being torn
Put me
apart.
down on the ground there,
So,
boss.
I know I have a perfectly serviceable bow, but Mikana's just having a good time right now. And
About halfway through the rocks.
you're halfway through the rocks?
Yeah.
Well, here's an idea, and I'm not sure mechanically if this will work, but he thinks back to his youth and how he would play rock ball with a club.
Rock ball. Ah, yes.
He's taking one
That
of the
age-old youth
stones,
sport.
he's tossing it in the air, and he's thinking, you think I can hit one of those guys from here? Wouldn't that be...
Do you have to hit it with another rock? You take
Well-
a rock and hit it with another rock?
That's not how rock balls play. Come on.
It's not?
You play it with a club.
Well, we don't
Big
have much wood by
cartoony
the
club.
ocean. Yeah.
We're
You must play. It must be a regional sport.
Oh, we played with a fishbowl.
Yeah, right.
We're civilized folk.
Are you trying to hit a rock to hit this guy?
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure. It'll be a
man.
ranged attack at disadvantage.
Pretty far.
I'm saying there's a chance.
No, he wouldn't risk his friend's life like that. So, saddened, he goes back into his pack, he pulls out his bow, and, well, this is going to be trustier than the last thing. So, he pulls out the bow, he lines up on that gun in the center, and thwack.
Ooh.
No thwack.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4.
4. Okay. This arrow whizzes by. These guys are starting to look in this direction as they start seeing more and more activity happening.
I got you guys' back. Keep going.
Elarius, you're up.
Elarius still has the longsword out. He's going to turn and look at the flat of the blade. There's a little glint from the fresh engraving for Bone Gnasher. And Elarius is going to double move, longsword out.
Okay.
Here, double move,
Sure,
yeah. Sprinting, black and gray cloak
closer to the
streaming
central
out behind him.
chamber, closer to the central area, though, the rough
In the
worked stone
moonlight
area.
and the smoke.
And the smoke and the moonlight.
The
Yep.
fires.
Okay, at this point, you can see at the head of the temple a figure emerge.
Oh boy. Yes. Another big bad.
Wearing blue robes, they seem like the normal initiate member robes, but something about him, like he's wearing this like silvered sash, and you've noticed that Crultuk's lieutenants were wearing silver sashes in various parts of their in the digs, and even back in the old country when you had some engagement. You've heard about these lieutenants. You've seen him before, you've seen him in passing, but now Alizar, this person, has taken the lead ranks, and he has come out. We are so close to finding the ritual that will bring our leader back. We need to gain access to the powers of this temple. And he starts like seeing some of the people, like falling like in the dirt.
These are vultures fluttering.
Yeah, vultures floating around. Our site has been under attack. Wake up, you fools! And you can hear his like voice like echoing throughout this whole temple as he starts to like bring attention to something.
I love a classic bad guy speech.
Seems like he's going after some sort of ritual here in order to bring back his fallen leader. Okay, so you can see there's activity within these side rooms as more of these syndicate members are coming out, like pouring out of the side rooms. Loric, you're up.
The sands are red, a feast of blood. And he's just chanting to the vultures to keep them around, and we'll see if that happens. And it seems like it does, so they're going to move to the next target, or indeed, perhaps, this, angry man has drawn their attention, and they're like, wow, such a nice silvery glint to his robes.
Oh no, they were taking orders from that guy.
The vultures were?
Oh no, you're going to him.
Yeah, I'm saying the vultures.
They won't be able to make it there.
Oh, okay.
You could get there, but that's gonna be their turn.
All right, well then in that case, they're probably just, waking up by his yelling. They're just going to turn their attention to this other guy who's like, ooh, kind of freaked out in 16, so we'll see what we get here. 3 on him.
Yeah, I'll let that attack it off. This guy's gonna actually try to attack those birds.
Sure.
Yeah, so they start using their swords. Okay, so he's got 12
AC
total.
12.
Yeah, great. All right, and they deal 3 damage to the birds. You see all these other ones too. Yeah, these guys got some short bows. This guy's gonna fire at the bird as well too. AC 12. Ooh, +1. Nice. Oh, 2 damage. So a total of what was that?
5 total.
Was that 5?
5 damage total.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, they're still there.
They're
still hanging.
Feathers and stuff fluttering and flying in the air.
Okay.
You can see that.
So they turn on him.
What?
So we're kind of going out.
Yeah,
of sequence, I guess, but
the birds attacked and they attacked the vulture and
all right.
there's
They're
a
in
scuffle.
they're in the thick of it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Mikana, you have cleared the rubble, and there at the base of the stones there is a large ancient lever that seems to have been hidden away underneath all of the rocks and rubble.
Interesting. Can I tell what that lever goes to?
You have a feeling it's related to the middle central chamber.
Well, he'd give me comfort. Goes and pulls the lever.
Okay, as you give me a Constitution check to work your effort to pull this lever.
The surface is not flat at all. We're getting some bad rolls
nice
here.
2 here.
I blame this bumpy, lumpy surface.
Bumpy, lumpy surface for your 2. So you pull the lever, but you are exhausted. You'll only be able to take 1 action next round, either a move or an attack, so it's up to you. So you're just spend all this time pulling this huge lever, and as you okay. Oh my god.
But, I think back to my previous self, back in the swamp. And I think about all the activities that I partook in, with my pappy, my grandpappy. Getting the lumber sawn and hewed and working that saw back and forth until my arms would ache. I thought they would fall off my chest. And how I kept on pressing through anyways.
Worked in a lumber mill. Kind of.
I mean, where else we getting our
Let's see if you can have the constitution to
11.
11, just not enough to keep your strength about you. You get that second wind, so you will be exhausted for that one round, but you've pulled this lever, and the ground itself, the temple itself, starts shaking. You can see these guys and the rubble itself raises up. Went out of the ground. More of these stones, these bloodstones. Unearth, as if the ground itself is spewing out these rocks and more of these rubble, create more of this widening, difficult terrain to traverse through. Seems like there's more buried beneath the central chamber itself. And as this central platform rises up, it raises, one of these guys are down, I'll remove them. But the other one's getting lifted up as the rocks just bend around his feet, move and tumble around his feet, and you can see Alizar, his eyes light up. This must be important to our needs. Find the other switches. Raise this tower up.
Thanks. Anyway.
He gave me comfort, not intelligence.
Alright, we gotta keep moving here. We're running out of moonlight.
Elarius.
All right. Blood for the bloodstone. Elarius would love to vault up here
Okay.
and longsword attack this this
Syndicate
member,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, so you deftly climb up.
It's going to be a 14.
Okay, your sword strikes true.
And
Shouldn't need to do too much.
Crooked. I'll call it a crook.
call it a crook.
I'll call it a crook.
So that's going to be 2 points of damage.
Okay. And he's ready to engage.
Oh, this guy had more health?
Yeah.
Okay.
He pulls out he's got his short sword, and he starts trying to slice through your armor to the best of his ability. Rolls a 5.
Oh.
And as he misses you, he realizes he's got quite the skilled opponent here. And he starts pulling out some vials of these Cyclopean sort of vials that he seems to have rummaged from aspects of this temple. You can see they have just one eye on them. And he cracks them down. Just like all this smoke starts billowing up. Make a constitution check.
Hey. Technically a 0. Technically a 0. However, Elarius thinks back to a time in the tree canopies of his home when the environment was thick with fog and he had to hold his breath and press on through the stinking fog that had fallen upon the forest. He's going to give it another go.
Go ahead, roll it. Don't get a 1. Well, it's not a 1, but it's a
3.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you feel this fog like stink up the area around you, and you can see that his eyes like glow in this fog. You lose all visibility in this area, but you have a feeling he can still see you.
Yeah.
So that's your turn. Okay, so coming from outside, you can see that there are these other members that appear. We're just going to use some of these. These look to be more of guards. They are Syndicate guards, just bear with the minis. They look more armored. And another one of these brutes comes lumbering out as well too. And they try to attack the vultures, trying to kill these vultures first of all. See this from the dust, from the fog that's billowing around the platform. With their arm class 12, so swords swiping through the air. Another one back here with their bow gets a 10. It doesn't hit that one. And the guards start using their bows as well too. They're using their long bows. They got +3, 19 on the birds for 4 points of damage on the birds.
Wait a minute. There was 5 before?
Yeah, you keep track.
Okay, so that's enough to dissipate and kill the flock, and the vultures are gone.
Okay, both the vultures burst in a fit of feathers. Oh, let's see. There's Loric over here. Okay, so this thing, the guard starts heading towards Loric with just a look of vengeance in his eyes as he's quickly surveying the lands, and he does his best to kind of peer who is where. And he manages to see Loric, but he's going to take some time to actually get to where you are.
Okay.
But he's recognized you across the way.
All right. So
Loric, you're up.
Yep. I'm. So he is not near, right?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast my chant Shell of the Turtle on myself, and I guess near allies as well.
Okay.
If anybody is, maybe Mikana is kind of still in range, but anyway, let's see. Okay, so that works, and so I have +1 armor.
Tortoiseshell appears
as I bang on the drum, and that's my action for the turn, I guess, right?
Yeah, so you can move.
Yeah, I'm gonna move more, kind of looping around to the center through the back of the pillar there. Yeah, there's over there. Okay, so there I am. Great.
Mikana, you can see beneath your feet, underneath the platform, Loric has just circumnavigated the pillar, using it for sort of a physical defense against what you can see these guards coming out.
Let's see, and I only have 1 action this round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough to knock an arrow?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go ahead and try to deal with this one over here. So, from my position, I go ahead and I take my bow out. I line it up on the poor sucker, and there we go.
All right.
16.
All right, nice. Roll for damage. Your arrow flies across the temple grounds, striking him.
Hey! 4 points of damage on that poor sucker.
That's the central guy?
No, I'm talking about that.
This knight that's
guy
come
there.
out of the
Yeah,
eastern,
yeah.
The one that's
eastern
coming
chamber.
out the eastern.
Yeah, you from the sky. The arrow flies true. He's still trudging along. Elarius, you're blinded.
Death from above. Elarius is going to turn tail, run, and leaping down attack this guy.
You're blind.
Blind? Okay, what is...
So you have no idea of the surrounding area. You cannot see.
Okay. Well, Elarius is going to try and run out of the
Sure.
fog.
Yeah,
I
which
do
way?
not know.
But head back.
Ideally, the way he came from.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. You can head back.
What?
You want to head back? If you take your whole turn, you can navigate back to the base of that wall. But
Yeah.
you don't know. I mean, you imagine this like a little puff of cloud. You think you've gotten out of it, but you're still blind. Sorry.
Interesting. Okay. Elarius will still come back down.
All right, go ahead. Make a con save.
Uh, 10.
Still blind. Okay, so at the head of the temple there, you can see that the puff of fog. You can see Elarius jumping out of it, Mikana and Loric, but you can see he's I'm assuming some type of, like you're futzing with your eyes, your gaze is distant, you're obviously showing signs of being blind. And there at the top, Alizar, taking a view of the land, does his best, and he uses the silvered robes. He's given him the badge of leadership. He's taken the role and the position, and he channels this energy, this magic power, casting a spell in this area. It actually is going to hit both his own knight for a second there. He's going to try to cast one of these spells. Let's see, he's going to get +5 here. We need a 9 or higher. It does not go off. The spell, you can feel the area, like the rocks age and crumble. You can feel like the manipulation of time here has just progressed rapidly, but you've all managed to withstand the blast of this time twisting effect.
Elarius gets a silver streak in his hair.
Little silver streaks. Doesn't seem to affect you otherwise, though. Okay, and these guys, I'm gonna roll here. If evens, he goes after Elarius. Odds, he goes after Loric. Seeing this, Elarius comes. So evens. What did I say? Even goes after Elarius. So he sees Elarius come blind out, doesn't even realize, and so the guard takes an effort to go after him with his longsword here.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, he hits you for a d6 of damage for 1 damage, and then he's gonna hit you with the shield as well. For 2 points of damage. So
3 total?
Yep, 3 total. You feel he's just got a sword and shield just clonking up against you. Out of the frying pan into the fire as these guards seem to come out of nowhere. To you, they're everywhere. These guards, this thing just lumbering forward at full speed, heading towards Loric, who's somewhat protected from the other guard, but in plain sight of this large lumbering beast.
So I can't do any action, right? Not just spells when I'm focusing.
You could do a spell, it would just cancel out your other chance spell.
No, I know, but I can't do an action. Like, I can't attack.
You can
while
attack.
I'm focusing.
Yep,
Really?
yes, you
It
can,
says
yeah.
no on here. It says you can't take any action.
And that's what it is.
Is that how we've been playing it?
You could double check. I thought
No.
if you're focusing, you could do an attack.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah, you could, or use this too. I'm gonna
yeah,
check
because
that
it's
out.
treated as a focus spell.
Maybe it's just a spell effect. You can't cast other spells while focusing.
Okay. All right. So, whatever.
Yeah,
We'll just call it an attack. So I'm gonna try and maintain the chant.
That makes sense to me.
I'm gonna move
Yeah.
towards Elarius to get. So I think would a move be get me into the radius of my chant for him, like one move?
To get closer to Elarius?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so-
he needs to be close? Or near?
near, yeah. Okay,
so
so-
you're going to move near, and he's within near.
And I maintain the chant, so +1 AC, and then I'm going to actually throw my javelin.
I wanted to finish up. The guard
yeah, sorry.
and the mook
jumped.
over here is heading towards kind of getting a lay of the land, seeing this other switch up here. They're trying their best to go up to this other rubble to investigate, presuming that there's another lever up top of this pillar.
Right, so seeing that happening, there's nothing much that I can do. Sorry, I jumped the gun, but anyway, I will throw my javelin. Nat 20. There we go. So I think that's a D4.
For a javelin?
Yeah,
Well,
because it's
it
like
is
a
D4.
It's like a
yes.
crappy spear, right? It's like a little mini spear.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna just like launch my javelin at the guy attacking Elarius.
Okay.
You didn't get any damage on him, right? He just attacked you.
Mikana got an arrow into him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, maybe I'll try and finish him off then. So I guess I'll just do double
No, yeah,
damage.
just roll it twice.
Right. 3 and 4. Okay, so 4 total.
Your spear pierces this guard, and he tumbles to the ground, crumbles.
Great.
Freeing up Elarius. You could hear this body tumble down to the ground next to you. Mikana.
Thanks.
Yes, it was me.
Of course it was.
Pick up that javelin if you can find it.
The what?
So, realizing I made one hell of a mistake, summoning that red rock up from underneath the center of the field here, can I try to flip the lever back?
It's locked.
Of course it is. Can I try the bit with the javelin except I want to try to get it through an enemy. I'm hoping I can go through the enemy, land on the ground, and swing down on a Rambo style.
You want to what? You want to throw your spear at the enemy and then
through the enemy, skewer him, land in the ground, and then because I still have the rope attached to my javelin.
Okay. Okay. Which enemy?
zip line?
The big brute here.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
You could try. You could probably take you for a ride too.
I mean, Mikana knows nothing about that.
Tie the rope
but
to the lever.
somebody close to him certainly does. Someone he may or may have forgotten. So, let's do it.
Are you holding the rope or are you tying it off?
I'm holding the rope. I'm holding the rope to make this as plausible as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you're gonna throw. Let's see if you can throw the spear and hit this mountain beast, the mountain brute.
All right. I've been preparing for this my whole life. 16.
Okay, your spear pierces the mountain brute. Roll for damage.
All right. 3.
3 damage. Okay. Now what do you want to do? There's a rope attached to this javelin within this mountain brute. You're standing atop this pillar. The rope is slowly, it's taut, but he's heading towards you, so it's like getting slack as well too.
Oh boy. I didn't think this far ahead.
Well, think fast.
You know what? I'm gonna do it for Dale. I'm gonna go ahead and
I'll say if you wanted to, you could jump down the other way and it would become taut over the pillar again, and you could lower yourself down, so instead of double round action, it'll just be one action.
why didn't he think of that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So you jump down on the other side of this pillar?
Yep. And he's acting like counterweight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like in the beast itself, and you lower yourself down as this creature is heading towards you and actually lowering you down.
Oh, that's a whole lot of fun right there.
That's it.
All right,
All right, Elarius.
Come on.
Elarius thinks he's walking this way.
Okay.
Double move. This general vicinity is the targets.
Yeah.
Con check.
Yeah. Oh, so you're just double moving. Yeah. You see Elarius stumbling towards you, Loric, as he sees completely
this
blind.
Way, this way.
If you want, you can head towards Loric if you
Could
want
I even give him an advantage to the con check by guiding him along? Come on, get over here. And by indeed, he hears my chanting of the turtle, which has given him this extra AC. I think he's
I'll give him
feeling-
position advantage, but not constitution
All right.
advantage.
All right, so let's do the con check first.
Okay.
Let's see what happens there. 11.
Your vision is blurry. I will
Alright.
give you the ability to act, but you'll be at disadvantage.
Okay.
You can
All
see
right.
that this
Like going forward, disadvantage?
yeah, until
ability
you
to
make
act?
this con check.
All right.
So you're so close.
That's fine. The movement, I can navigate towards Loric.
Yeah,
Like
you
I-
hear his voice. He's calling out to you.
Do I have to make a check or
No,
am I
no,
good
no.
to
You're just stumbling about. Yeah,
All right, like,
you're just hampered visually. It's
There we
plenty
go.
enough. Yeah,
All
so you
right.
make your way.
posting up.
And you can see within, like his eyes are burning, like this crusty, like neon green color, like it's like affecting him completely.
And still an action at disadvantage? Is that?
Yeah, if you want, you can take an action at disadvantage.
All right, well, there's a big green blurry something over there that I'm going to take a shot at.
Okay, go for it. There's a nat 1 right there.
Wonderful. All right.
Okay, so your arrow goes astray, and you can see like it hits this pillar here, and this whole thing cracks.
Awesome.
Do we know if that's a bad thing?
We don't know.
We don't know.
See one of the pyres in the distance is cracked. Coming over here, you can see that Alizar takes this opportunity to remove from his robe one of the orbs, these giant orbs, from the Pyre of Gede, the very last one that you guys have been searching for. And with it, he uses the power within it to refocus his spell and does his best to channel it on Loric and Elarius. Natural 20.
I don't know about that, because in my hope for the future, Loric has a long life ahead, and he doesn't want to age a day faster than he has to. And indeed, as an elf of the sea with all of its rich minerals, and we won't talk about the sunshine, but, you know, he envisions himself living for many, many years, and certainly not speeding that up, so
I will re-roll this natural 20.
yes. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Well, he gets the spell off. 12,
Okay.
5, 17. So you can see the spell. He's not a critical hit, which is a glorious thing for you guys. 2d6 damage. You can see the time around you. You guys take 11 damage as the... Each? Yeah.
Loric goes to the ground.
As the time warps around you guys. Just totally... That you have that white streak for sure. And Loric falls to the ground as well, too. Mikana, you can see from your position behind the pillar, your two companions fall to the ground completely.
Oh no. This can't be good.
Okay, so now Alizar, from the top, has cleared the way for the rest of his members to continue their search within the other platform here beneath the rubble. They've managed to go up there. There's less stress here. This guy bumbling around seems to be headed for this pillar pyre here, and he starts like pushing up against it. The pillar holding the pyre slowly cracks and crumbles. Okay, so you're up. You're gonna roll your death timer here.
That's right. So, first the D4, right? And as Loric falls to the ground, stricken by this severe blow, you can see what looks like a health potion amongst his robes.
The vest opens up and it's like three rounds. You keep track of that.
What is it? A con?
You can roll just a D20 check.
Just a straight 20. Okay, and if it's a 20...
It's 1d4 plus your constitution modifier.
Oh. 7 rounds.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, so that's not that bad.
Is Elarius is he still up?
Elarius is still up.
He's still up. Okay, Loric fell. I thought both you guys fell, so...
So, and then it's a straight roll.
Just
and
D20.
If it's a 20,
Nat 20,
then
pop
it's-
up with 1.
Okay. Okay, nope.
Okay, so what's Elarius thinking about as he's aged? What aged about it?
Loric.
What's that?
Oh,
You elves.
Yeah, these crazy elves. So he's like, he has visions of, what seemed to have been, decades in moments, just passing by. And he's sort of shocked because he's sure that has never happened to him. People, conversations, parties, deaths, all these things. He's like, oh no, I don't remember that happening, but I see it in front of my eyes. And then, he falls to the sand and remembers, oh, no, I'm here in the dead, gruesome mountains of this godforsaken land.
Face down in the dirt. What aged about you? Was that 11 damage? Yeah, I figure that's like 11 years.
Oh,
Just
okay.
instantaneously.
Oh, sure. So, well, maybe, I don't know how long elves live in this world, but yeah, anyway, sure.
Or 11%.
Yeah,
like you just jumped 11%.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like his skin has gained more scaliness. Before it was kind of a translucent, fish-like quality,
kind of hardened,
and now it's a little bit more like a fish.
Like barnacles.
Scales.
Yeah, nice.
More like a scale. Yeah.
Okay. Mikana, you see, Loric has fallen to the ground. Elarius, his hair streaked with white. Maybe in some length has grown.
Oh. You son of a bitch, I'm gonna avenge my friend. He's gonna go around the pillar
Okay, yep.
and go right for the mountain beast.
Oh.
He's,
With the rope still, like, pulling on the rope?
Can you make an attack with a weapon that's already stuck in the...
Trying to pull it back out.
It's a long rope here.
Fair enough. Well, he happens to have a spear on him, so I guess he'll take... Because he threw the javelin, so now he's going to go with the spear.
We got the same loadout.
What is that? Well, damage.
Yeah,
Or
roll a hit.
Hit first.
You're trying to hit this mountain brute.
I'm going to say that misses. That's 6.
Yeah, just his armored, thick hide just doesn't penetrate. Anything else? You made your way across the rubble, trying to do your best valiant effort to defend your allies. Haven't made it a successful attack. Elarius, you see Loric, blurry-eyed.
Elarius will kneel down and fumble about until his hands find that potion.
Okay. Pour it in his ear.
Oh, no. Oh, that seems wet.
You are kind of fishy, after all.
That's right. Okay. So...
Do I have to roll to
How does that
administer the
work? So
potion?
So what's the potion say?
Yeah, it's a
It should be
D6
2d8.
Oh, 2d8?
Yeah, look.
Oh, wow.
Because
It's based on your level.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm 5, yeah, so...
Who gets to roll this?
Sweet. Go for it. You want an extra one? You got one?
Yeah, why not?
Wow, you guys are chugging down potions. Okay.
Bring me back.
Chug this
From
down.
decades.
That's going to be 11 points back to you.
Fully back. 100% restored.
But more scales.
That's right. Loric wakes up from his short, but yet very, very long slumber.
Into the ground, you
Bastard!
feel yourself aged 11%. So you guys are up on the
Hilarious also can
roll
move,
your con
right?
check, yeah.
Oh, roll my con
Yeah,
check.
let's see.
Yeah, let's do this.
blinded by the light.
All right. Can Hilarious still move? Action then move.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
You have a blurry vision of everything.
Can I see this general direction?
Yeah. It's just all blurry. You going in?
Not going in, but going near. Like just feeling around, heading back in the direction. I think the pillar's over here.
You make your way to the eastern wall there with all the monk cells. There's an entryway in if you wanted to go in, but you're doing your best
Certainly.
staying up against the walls of this carved mountain peak. Meanwhile, this
Oh, you are up.
beast here, I gave him a round. I'm going to give him an advantage on this. If he rolls a 15 or higher, he's going to knock this pyre over. He rolls a 16. And just the pyre itself spills on the ground, sending fire everywhere. Everyone make a dex check in that area. Elarius, you feel the hot coals as you run towards the eastern wall there. You're out of the range here.
10.
4. You guys take 5 damage, and you are on fire as this pyre is just spreading these hot coals, spilling everywhere. See, these guys have worked their way underneath the stone here, and they, working together, have uncovered another switch underneath the rubble. And they start to pull it. They'll have it pulled next round, unless someone can take one of them out and delay their efforts.
Back to me.
Loric, let's see, this guy up over here, yeah, he's standing there in his little fog dust over there, and let's see, we got Alizar. You guys seem familiar. Your efforts? Think you're so smart. Well, he takes his finger and he manipulates the forces of time to try to infantilize Elarius. He needs an 8 or higher. Rolls a 10. Your intelligence drops to 1
Fantastic.
for 1d4 rounds. So, intellectually speaking, everything's blurry. You've lost the semblance for 2 rounds. You have the mental capacity of a fungus right now. All right, Loric. A blind fungus.
Or an infant.
Or yeah.
Or an infant, right?
Yeah.
Or
beyond that.
Okay, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Or an
There's an
infantile
important
fungus.
distinction here.
Okay.
No, it's a fungus. An infant fungus.
So, seeing this blaze of fire,
Yeah, just this
Loric is going
blaze
to...
of fire and this beam of stupefying energy wash over Elarius.
He doesn't necessarily catch that. He's just waking up from a
Sure,
long sleep.
fair.
So he's going to chant for the power of water to return to him. And he grants himself the gift of water. All right, great.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's my action.
What's the gift of water?
Well, we can now use the water. This is the water
Oh,
newly
okay,
acquired
yeah, yeah,
chant,
yeah.
right?
Oh.
Where we can, and I guess because Mikana's in range here, so can now cast as a ranged attack water to either push enemies, or that's a strength check, or douse flames.
Okay. Can you do that as well?
I don't know. I'd have to refer to the thing.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Because
So it's kind of they're very inconsistent. Some of it's like everybody gets it. Some of it's like it's only your allies.
All right.
Okay. I don't know.
so for now I'll grant you advantage on the dex check to try to put yourself out
Okay.
because it's going to be a burning fire.
Okay. So I guess
We're still on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So it enchants all allies.
Right.
Yeah. This class is a little.
Are you not an ally of yourself?
Well, yeah. I don't know. It's all over the
Sure.
place.
I'll give advantage.
One of y'all needs to make it rain.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's what's happening right now. Go ahead.
So all right, I'll try and put it out. Are we both on fire?
Yeah.
we are, right?
Yeah. You
Okay.
both failed. You both are in the pyre.
So what do I need to get?
You need 12 or higher.
I need 12.
Of dex.
Come on, forget about it.
Hey!
Okay,
It's the
great.
12. Nice.
So,
Okay.
As I chant about water, then suddenly the flames become spooked, and they extinguish on myself.
You are
And I
extinguished as well.
move, I don't know, just out of the fire, I guess. Kind of maybe back toward, not that far, just kind of whatever.
Where?
Center
You
of
guys-
these guys. Yeah.
And I'm sorry to confirm that water is all over us as well. Yeah,
Well,
all
you can cast it
on
as a
myself.
ranged spell, probably on yourself as well.
All right. So, all right. For the moment, I'm still on fire there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
right.
Mikana, you're up.
All right. Thank you for the gift of water, friend.
I think if it's dousing. Sorry, checking the douse. I guess you just have to successfully cast it as a ranged attack. So if that's your dex, then you just roll a dex.
You have to make a successful range attack on yourself to douse yourself.
Yeah. If it was against an enemy, there would be a strength check.
Ranged attack on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Make a range splash.
I guess because it's like casting a spell.
Yeah.
So.
I will, in fact, summon the water to myself and cast it right up in the air.
Oh!
Nice.
All right.
Nat 20.
I
what we
imagine myself
needed.
dirty dancing style, leaning back and
On the rubble.
Pulling a flush like an old-timey toilet. I would say that this is such a successful use. It not only douses you, but also either pushes the bad guy or douses the fire itself. That could be the...
Sure. Yep. There's such a critical success of fire. You're making it rain. You're beautiful dancing. The fire in this area is completely extinguished from this pyre.
Dirty dance.
You have a move if you'd like to move.
oh, absolutely. I'd like to get close to that other pillar there. Will I be able to get? All right.
So you're heading into the pillar.
And then for future planning, am I considered near of these guys or?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Elarius.
Can I drink my bubba?
What kind of bubba you got?
I got a bubba of healing.
Bubba of healing. Does it have a little nipple on it?
All my healing potions are like that.
Ready for
on the
Not a
reg,
special
yeah.
one.
It's just on the regular.
It's like a nice little orb.
I thought
Okay,
we left
go
the
ahead.
bar
You guys drink your
home.
bubba of healing.
Great.
Get tippling.
That's going to be 6 points
Nice,
of healing.
nice. Oh,
Oh boy. Just as you are suckling on your potion of healing, your bubba of healing, does the moon above you finally reach its point and wane completely. And there you can see this image of a tower, like a spectral image of this tower. Within it, you see two figures trapped. One you know very well, Vanwyn, the priest that has been teleported within the pyre of Gede, the storehouse of Gede. And another one, a young, youthful, tall, staff-wielding cyclops. His long hair and his robes, almost in like a sash-like manner. He seems lost, wandering. I said youthful, but this had this air of just innocence about him. But they're in this like transient sort of state. It is as if the tower could be completed should these levers, and as a matter of fact, as the moon finally wanes and these guys pull this lever, the last of this tower rises to the top in the moonlight. You can see. And there, this syndicate member rises to the top, and you can see sort of a Vanwyn and this Cyclops character who clearly do not have any basis to stand on. Oh my goodness.
there's no balance upon this tower.
Oh, it's just there's no flat basis.
Yeah.
Here.
Right.
So, this syndicate member and this small little pyre up here, this altar, seems to hold in stasis these spectral images as if they're between flux. You know, they haven't fully emerged yet.
Point of order.
Mm-hmm.
Can Elarius make a con check to see if he can see any of this?
Yeah, since you didn't. Yep. And you could just see the blurry images of this tower rising up. You feel the presence of something. The hand of Perivos grabs your wrist. Who's got the Cyclopean compass as this thing
Oh my
starts
god.
pointing?
What do you know? I've got that.
The Cyclopean compass,
Oh my
with
goodness.
its dialed finger, points at this tower that has emerged from the sands itself, and at the top of the central chamber there, Alizar. Yes, this is the altar we need. This, during the reunification ritual, will allow us all the treasures teleported from the pyre at the base, where we can sacrifice to make one wish at the top of this tower. We can delete these people in order to use their essence to bring back Crultuk. Loric, it is your turn.
Doesn't Elarius have a special power that can be activated in times of great need?
He's thinking about it.
Well, he's not doing much thinking, but maybe it's like tickling his brain cell that's remaining.
Always. Always.
So, okay.
So to set the stakes, seems like this tower has been unearthed. It's a central part here, and these stones that are made out of are like bleeding with all the blood that has been spilled upon the land here. Seems like there's a pivotal choice to be made here. Seems like someone at the top of this tower, there's a syndicate member there, could make a choice. They want to delete these two people, Vanwyn and this Cyclops figure, in order to call upon and make a wish to bring Crultuk back from existence. I wager that should someone manage to find their way up to the top of this tower, they can make a choice themselves. Make Crultuk, if you so desire, at the cost of these two, or pick one of these figures to make manifest.
At the cost of...
You don't know.
Oh, okay, alright.
You're up, Loric. So you can see this tower here by the lights of the waned Elid Evermore Brown Moon.
So, yes, I think that all of this has been weighing on Loric greatly, and as a younger man, a younger elf, he was more of a moral person, a lawful person, someone might say, wanting to do what is just. And they've been fighting forces of evil, arguably, but at a great cost in lives and blood. And so this kind of stirs in Loric a desire to make things right again. So, taking his javelin back from the corpse on the ground, he is going to get his grappling hook and his rope.
Okay.
And launch it up the tower.
Okay.
Let's see if that works. Nope, it does not seem to work.
What'd you get?
2.
A 2. Okay.
So the hook clatters back down to him, and can he start climbing just as an action?
Yeah.
What is that? A strength?
You gotta have a strength check. Yeah.
Okay, so undeterred and mildly perturbed, he climbs up the tower. So it's an 18.
All right. So it's gonna take like 3 rounds to make it to the top, just straight faced climbing.
So if I'm kind of climbing, can I try and launch the thing again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So maybe I'm climbing up.
We'll do one of
try
these.
and.
We have a riser.
Nice.
So Loric is 1 level up, doing his best to climb this tower ahead of you. Mikana, you can barely see. You guys are in darkness,
true,
mind
it's
you.
the dark, yeah.
This the last of the waning pyres here is dwindling.
I assume in the darkness that I can't tell the expressions on those folks' faces.
No.
So,
Yeah, these guys are up here working this.
Do you have a torch? Anybody?
oh yeah, I forgot about one of those.
I also forgot. But now I'm climbing.
Yeah,
so-
You're focused.
Yeah, just kind of just launch
You
straight.
imagine like the stones of the tower and those the two pillars back there are like
I figured
pulsing
there was a
red
red
with
glow.
light. Yeah,
so I
yeah,
can
yeah.
at least see what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's very dim,
Yeah.
but it's giving you like a direction to work with, but otherwise it's
Right.
hard to operate.
Dumb mechanical question: if I light the torch, does that light this entire situation here, or just my local area?
It's your local area, but it's got some cast off where people can.
Just kind of that half. Kind
Yeah,
of
they
area.
we're playing it loose
Okay.
in terms of light, but it's like these guys are still kind of in darkness over there too.
All right, fair enough.
Because we're all fairly together, right? Oh no, you're way
No,
over
yeah,
there.
he's
Oh,
over here.
yeah,
Hey,
that's
way
fine.
over here.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that stuff would have been made at disadvantage in the darkness.
Oh.
Yeah, so you got a little luck that time. So what are you gonna do, Mikana?
I'm in charge over in this direction, towards
Alizar.
Alizar, the head guy.
Question: Are you gonna light the torch first, or are you just gonna be charging around in the darkness?
Yeah, I'd say you're in the light here with this, but if you're to charge off in the darkness,
Am I able to navigate?
you'll make it to the pillar before it gets dark. This central tower, rather. Yeah.
Light the torch and charge.
Okay. So in the light, you can easily find your torch and light it up. Just for the sake. I like the mood lighting, but we can turn on the light too. It's fine.
It's back. Right. So okay.
You can see his orb of light, kind of break off from this central pyre here, and Mikana's holding it brightly in above his head as this orc runs further deeper into the temple. Elarius.
In the infantilized state, can Elarius climb up here?
Is that done yet? How many rounds do you have of that?
If this is the last
This is the
one.
last round.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
You can climb.
Elarius will
And
climb
kids can definitely
Yeah,
climb.
kids-
here to get an angle.
Boldly climbing without any remorse for your own well-being.
What's going on up there? We're gonna check for the 9.
My goodness. This thing is keeping you blind.
Yep. And I guess, was the climbing an action or a move?
It's a move.
All right, so can shoot at cultist or syndicate member with advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah. You'll try your best. So you climbed up, doing your best. You
Yeah, no. Okay, sorry, I'm down at like 11. Anyway.
So now Alizar tells his little mook there, with his glowing Cyclopean fogged eyes, do your best to fuse your energy. Get rid of those two figures. Bring back Crultuk to the best of your ability. Let's see, they're gonna need to make some successful attempts at manipulating this altar here. He's gonna need to roll an intelligence check. He's gonna need 12 or higher. It's a 3. Does not gain a success. So you see this guy, he's using his best. His eyes are glowing. It's like he's possessing this Cyclopean power to manipulate this very thing. And as he's doing this, manipulating this very altar itself, you can see there's things. Wooden crate, basket. All these things just start appearing. Like out of air, fizzling and winking out of air. You recognize some of these things from the Wandering Eye Camp, from the very things that they put onto the pyre itself.
Okay.
And these guys up here, it's gonna, seeing the orb of light, they're gonna try to fire at Mikana in the back. So the guard is gonna use his bow. He gets 13.
Hits.
Okay. You take 2 damage. This other guy, he has a bow.
Mikana's down.
Oh, shot in the back.
Yeah.
All right, roll your D4 plus Constitution.
2.
2 total. Okay, keep track of that.
Straight 2?
Straight 2.
Straight 2.
I don't know why. My Constitution's 14, crossed out has 11, so I don't know what
Are you sure that wasn't like a temporary effect from being blinded in a previous thing?
I'm wondering.
Just go with the 14. Go
Go
with
with
the
14?
Yeah.
Alright, then in that case 4.
4 rounds. Okay, you track that. Things are looking grim as Mikana falls. In the torchlight, bumbles and stumbles onto the ground, spinning around. You guys are in darkness, and you can see this tower glowing brightly in the dark. Loric.
Is not aware of
On the other side
the
of the tower.
drama that is unfolding, but hearing the echoes of what's his name, the
Alizar.
Lieutenant Alizar, calling out for these dastardly deeds to be committed. Loric is going to once again call upon the sea and the wild for beasts to come to his aid. And so he's going to start chanting as he climbs. On wings of black and skies of night, come to my aid. And he's going to... Whoa! No, that makes it. He's going to call upon a great eagle that will be flying up shortly from the... Yeah, exactly. Maybe here from the prevailing winds soaring
Riding
up
it,
over.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I think they actually begin acting maybe at the end of the round. I don't think it's right away.
Okay. You're up, and kind of roll your check. Just straight D20.
One.
Natural 1. What are you thinking about in this moment that causes this horrid...
I think about how much I feel my friends, and how much I wish I'd been able to perform to the standard they would have needed me to. I feel great disappointment, great shame, but if this will be my last breath, I feel comfort in that at least I will go home in the Temple of Gede in all her comfort and all her glory, forever and ever.
Do you hear the goddess of gifts whisper? It may not be your time. Your friends may need you. Stand strong. There are many gifts waiting for you. You'll lose 2 rounds to your roll, though. Elarius.
Elarius would like to use the Oris.
Oh, okay. Feel conquest surging through your veins.
So what do I mark off here? Because this is...
What are you
symbols right
using?
now. I am using the roll attacks with advantage, roll damage with advantage, and then double it, lasts 2d4 plus person's rounds.
Okay.
8 plus 1 per person.
Yeah, okay, so... great. So it's going to be at least 8 charges that you're going to erase.
I erase them, alright, yeah.
Yep.
Do you want a bigger eraser? There.
Yeah, you got one.
You want
That's why I bring it.
In this moment, in your plight of life,
And then
Mikana,
Plus 2 for
this is
that.
the moment we're determining that now.
Alright.
You feel these war drums. Help me out here. What is the call to war for the Volpes Argentum?
There is the beat of drums, but then there is the blasting of a magnificent silver horn that echoes through your minds and across the landscape.
And what vision do they see to complete this act of conquest?
A field of wheat, soldiers standing in segmented armor, phalanxes at the ready.
On this land, what would be the goal you're trying to achieve? The crawling castle, laying siege, or uniting everyone and under your banner? You tell me. Paint them
Right
an image
now?
to agree to. This is the moment where you guys get to decide if you are his lieutenants. Do you agree with this vision that he's using?
Well, Loric is already...
This is...
I mean, yeah, okay. I guess we've done this before for Loric.
Right,
and
right.
No matter what you say, you're for.
I
Loric.
mean, yeah, Loric's, but he's on a mission now.
Sure,
So-
I'm just giving you a second chance to
Oh, I see,
reevaluate.
yeah,
Like he's summoning the power again.
Sure.
So paint this image of like, this is the vision. This is what I want. Will you guys join me? Mechanically, it's going to affect how many charges it uses up.
Mm-hmm.
The power he's invoking is roll with advantage, roll damage with advantage,
Then double it.
then double it. So let him paint his image, and you can agree with it or not.
As you see in your mind this shining army of the legions in the Volpes Argentum, across from them, their foes, clad in Preservation Syndicate robes, at their head, Crultuk, the image of Crultuk for those who have encountered Crultuk before, but some leader. Hatred courses through the veins. You feel it, and all of the Volpes feel it. And they think of their fallen comrade Senex back in the old world.
Somnolentus. Yes, all the fallen.
So,
Senex.
The goal-
Specifically Senex with Crultuk,
right,
right?
that's the goal.
The goal is to defeat the armies of Crultuk and those who would follow him, because he is an enemy of the Volpes.
Do you agree with this, Mikana? This vision? as you're dying, as you're lying there.
So, as I'm lying there and I see to this vision, these images of wheat, these images of soldiers who are coming to the aid of people who want to be rescued from the hatred. He looks into the face of the leader, and he gets up on his knees, and then stands to his feet and says, "Ah woo, brother, ah woo."
I'll take that as a yes. So it sort of happens, all happening like in this instance as you summon the power. Okay, so you'll remove 10 points in total.
Yeah.
As the Oris itself clicks down, gems power down. This Oris, which has been fully charged and in the hands of Elarius now, gives you guys this vision, this power of how to attack with extreme precision and deal deadly damage.
All right.
Remind me again, I'm sorry, what were the effects again? It was
You're going to roll attacks with advantage,
attacks with
and
advantage.
then roll damage with advantage,
Oh.
then double it.
Now, is using the Oris a
How many charges left on this?
Action.
Just for the sake of...
that drained out this whole bag.
Yeah, that's a bank of 10. So how many banks are left? 10, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all charges, so these powers are independent of where they're...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they're all accessible. It's not like this isn't usable. now
No,
that-
right. Yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
All right. So was that an action or?
No.
I was gonna say I thought the Oris was a free.
Yeah,
action,
it's this
so-
nebulous sort of... So
Yes.
where did this happen? When did this happen? Using this Oris power. Right now, of course, but like, can you imagine it's separate from time and space right now? At some point, you like use this Oris and it showed you this moment, this point in time.
This point in time was granted to Elarius as he was carving a symbol into his blade that he didn't quite understand. It was the symbol of Gede and a spear. And in the process of this etching, he glanced down into the Oris, and this is the vision he saw.
This is the moment. Okay, so the Oris' power.
All right. So I assume the advantage of the Oris cancels out the disadvantage. So it'll be a straight roll attacking this
Yeah.
tower-bound Preservation Syndicate person. And that's going to be a... Hold on. 16.
Your arrow flies true.
Wonderful. So damage with advantage, then double it. So 10.
So you roll a 5 and then you doubled that.
Yep.
Okay, 10 damage. You can see the arrow lands into him and he takes 10 damage. And he's holding on to like this broken, jagged pyres. There are spikes at the top of this tower. He's still standing.
Okay.
I would say, as the vision, as our minds were connected by the Oris, and through space and time and life and death, Mikana was on board, and Loric did not even acknowledge it, but just before the monster's turn, if I may, perhaps,
I'm listening.
the cry of an eagle and the wing beat of this massive bird carried on the wind erupts over the crest of the summit of the mountain.
Are you trying to get this eagle in?
Trying to get him in just before.
What's the official ruling on with this bird? When these birds come in?
It's around.
It's around.
Right. So I'm bumping it by,
A turn.
one player. But I don't know. So that's your call. If the eagle does anything or is just there waiting for
He's
my
coming
turn.
in. You'll attack him on your turn.
Okay, all right.
But I hear you. That's
Right.
He's
Okay,
there.
so he's there with dare I say, a terrifying screech.
A terrifying
through the
screech.
darkness.
This guy, he's focused on his mission.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
I am sorry. I am sorry.
There's more here.
I also have +4 to damage on maneuver, which I did not factor in.
Oh, okay. There we go. 14 total.
Yes.
Okay.
Does this make a difference?
He's more injured, that's for sure.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, this guy's
wow.
hefty.
Yeah.
He's
Beefy.
taking a beating.
Yeah, he's working for
All right.
one of Alizar's best men up here, and
Oh
he's
man, we should add a different costume on this guy. He was like undercover. He was like, hiding amongst the minions. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Nothing.
There's more here. You got more?
But wait, there's more.
All right, so Alizar, seeing his troops under attack, he's trying to destroy this person over here. He wants to stop Elarius for sure. He will take the opportunity. You foolish mook. You guys do not do your service. I must be the one. Let me rid you guys of your threats. And he's looking around. He's looking at Elarius. I will do my best to destroy you again. He's going to try to get this time blast off again. He rolls a 2. So you can feel the rocks and stuff crackling all around you. I'll have to do it myself then. This guy's going to try to do his best, like, being bolstered by Alizar. Can he get the 12? Or no, he doesn't. So this guy doesn't get the 12 to manipulate the altar. These two figures are flickering. Alizar's furious as well. These guys are going to come down and around with their big brute. This guy's going to start trying his best to start banging at the tower itself to try to get Elarius or Loric off of the tower.
Oh, okay.
Causing you some trouble there.
So is this
These
my
guys are in dark too.
Is this my final climb or?
Constitution check.
Oh yeah.
Not do the
Yeah.
check. Thank you.
Would that be advantage, or is that only for attacks?
That's
attacks.
8.
Okay. I don't know what the I don't know what the power is. I
Yeah.
can't remember. I don't know how extensive it is.
These guys come around. Okay. Loric,
All right,
You're climbing.
So I'm climbing.
you're at disadvantage in the darkness.
Oh, okay. All right.
Make a strength check. Need 12 or higher.
Oh no, a nat 20.
Wasted.
Come on.
Okay, so you manage to climb, but you take 4 damage in the process.
Can I just like slide down a little bit?
Or you want no progress to take no damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would prefer to be like halfway up or whatever.
So,
Just like,
we're using the cups to notate. So you need 3 cups to get to the top. It's like like a 3-round process.
Oh, what happened last round? I didn't even do anything. I just like called in the eagle.
I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't.
Oops. I guess I just didn't move. Okay. So I guess I'm just like moving there. Yeah. Because I think I just forgot to climb.
That's fine.
So, all right. But I don't have an action. I will focus to maintain the eagle, and
The eagles are
will
swarming
attack.
in. Here it is. Yeah.
Oh boy. I would also like to call in the. Oh wait, no, don't I have? Wait, is that attack? Do I get advantage, or that's? Hold on. How does this work?
What are we talking about? The Oris power?
The
It's only
eagle. It's only for us,
So,
not the
with-
eagle attack.
That's focus. You rolled a 3. Is that for the focus?
Oh, this
main-
is for the focus. Oh my god. All right. So in that case, let me see that Oris. I'm gonna use some charges on this. Well, no, I gotta discharge a certain amount, so I need the paper.
He's gonna, I think, roll with advantage. He's gonna wants to re-roll with the Oris.
Can I have the eraser?
Wow.
All
You guys are
right.
digging deep here.
Yep, that's right.
Can't wait to see
Well,
where
we
this-
burned through our luck tokens, unfortunately, pretty
Mhm.
quick. So I'm
So
gonna.
if you don't re-roll this focus check, what happens? The bird disappears?
Yeah,
Right.
That's
'cause
all.
You're not maintaining the focus to keep the bird around.
right. So I'm going to. I'm just gonna re-roll it, straight re-roll.
And how many points is that?
5.
5. To keep the focus on the spell.
Oh, there it is. All right. So the bird is here.
Starts flickering, and I'll grant advantages to the bird too.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
are. I mean, does the bird agree with his vision?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the bird is. The bird was called by
Bird's the
me.
bird.
So
Let's go. We'll
now
try.
my chants are, really energizing the bird.
Ooh,
Oof.
you got 3. It's okay. You got advantage.
Come
Those
on,
3s creeping
come
up.
on.
Can't roll higher than 4.
What is
but
going
still.
on, dude? Come on.
So the bird's
just
up on top of the
harassing
tower.
this
Yeah,
guy.
harasses. Get out of here, bird.
All right. Well, that's it.
Wow.
For Loric's turn.
Yeah, you tried to climb, failed. Mikana, you're on the ground.
To confirm, for my death save, was it just -2 or -2 in addition to the fail that I had last round?
For what?
Because I assume I'm still, dying, right?
Yep, you're just ticking down rounds. You're just rolling d20s to see if you can get a natural 20 to stand up with 1 hit point.
Right.
Oh,
so,
it was 2. Yeah, so you had.
So I mean, I started down the previous round at 4. So
It was 2 plus your Constitution bonus, which is 2, so a total of 4.
It was a total of 4.
Yeah, you rolled in that one, and you lost 2 rounds.
All right, so then I'm down to 2. Okay. For whatever reason, I thought it was
Mm-hmm.
plus 1. All right. Let's see.
This is it. Roll that nat 20. You need it now more than ever.
19.
So close. Your goddess tickling you, but not providing you enough. This temple could be your final resting spot. Elarius.
Same thing. 20.
You're attacking the syndicate member up
Yep.
onto the tower. Yep.
Correct, yeah.
With advantage. Oh, because it cancels out. Yeah.
Yep. So it's gonna be 8 plus 4, so 12.
12 damage. Okay, so finally you guys, 20. So you guys, your arrow flies through and he's trying his best to work the altar and falls off the edge of the tower on his feet and just collapses right next to Mikana. Would you like to do anything else? Clear out the top of the tower.
Perhaps a Constitution check.
Yes. I would love to do one of those.
Nat 1.
Really? Oh my God! What is this?
What in the world?
Forever blinded
Forever blind.
by your own greed. your
You
own
are
power.
to be forever blind.
Yeah.
We cannot stop rolling shit.
Cyclopean dust, man. He's just is hurting
Yeah.
you. Your eyes are just slowly becoming a cyclops eye. That's what's going on here.
Those guys can't see, apparently.
Well, no, they're just he's so
They're
blind.
it's
and
taking
merging
long
together.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
But once,
yeah.
once it happens, let me tell you.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Would you like to
my
stay in your
goodness.
position?
I'm scooching right here. Just
Scooch.
another step. Okay.
He's scooching around up on top there. Okay. This creature down at the bottom is banging at the tower itself. Go ahead and roll a climb check at disadvantage. You're gonna need a 9 or higher here. Easy.
Okay.
16.
18. And 13.
Okay.
Okay.
So you feel yourself shaking at the wits here. These guys gonna fire their bows at your eagle.
Okay.
They miss. Bows flying through the air. Oh, Alizar is not happy. Our leader requires action. I will use my powers to travel through the dimensions, to travel through space itself. He's gonna try to slip through time. Teleporting himself to the top of the tower.
Classic.
He needs to roll a 9 or higher.
Oh!
7, 1. Rolls a nat 1. Doesn't get the spell off. Just like the reality itself kind of flickers as he seems to like wink around in all different positions.
Perhaps he teleports himself to a extremely disadvantageous spot.
Flank into the fire.
Like right here, yeah, exactly. I think he may have just missed, overshot the tower, and fallen under the hot coals. Is that within the realm of possibility?
It's within the realm of possibility. I almost want to feel like the spell completely fizzles. Nat 1. We're talking nat 1 here. Right? Roll nat 1. And he winks out. He like gets it off, but he's not anywhere to be seen.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's
think
remove him
that's
from
great.
Yeah, get him
sight
out of
for
here.
now. Perhaps he'll return. No doubt.
All right, Loric, you're up.
All right, I'd like to actually roll the eagle first. Is that
To do what?
permissible? I don't
Yeah.
know, just an attack on someone. Just like the eagle got shot at, so now maybe it's coming back around.
Yeah, you want to attack someone or help you climb?
It is the most natural and instinctual thing. So it sees me struggling
Yeah.
and
Pick you up.
What is that? Just anything?
Well, we'll call it a climb check. Like, make a strength check, and you make if you want to climb.
Okay.
If he makes a climb, you guys both succeed. That's 2 successful climbs.
Okay, and that would get me to the top.
That'll get you to the top.
Okay,
if you
all
both
right,
can
we'll
pull
try
off.
it.
You're at disadvantage though.
Okay, so I guess that's one check.
No, roll 1 at disadvantage.
Okay.
And then roll the eagle.
Oops. All right, so what do I need?
You need a 12 or higher.
Okay, so no.
Okay, so.
But then just a straight one for the eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so 15.
Okay, so the bird gets
Or
you up.
14, I
Kink,
guess.
kink, kink. Caw. So the bird's like fluttering and flying, pulling you higher and higher.
I'd like to use a action though, because that's a move, right? Or is that an action? The climbing.
Yeah, you call it a double move. You want to finish off maintain the focus.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I gotta
A
do
lot
that.
going on here. Loric, you're swinging
Okay,
on the
so
ropes.
that works. Yeah. I'm still
You're
on a ship. It's
Yeah,
great.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm at
yeah,
sea.
yeah, totally.
So I'm trying to cast my grappling hook up to the top to just get the final bit.
Right. That's right. You don't have a rope this whole time. You're
Right,
just
I'm just
straight
kinda
climbing.
scrambling-
Yeah. And the
scrambling.
bird's pulling you
Yeah,
up by
kinda
the scruff of your
right.
neck, and like, okay, right. So this will just be an action to get the grappling hook up there.
Okay, so that's a dex.
Mm-hmm.
No modifier on that, unfortunately. Oh, all right. So straight 16
Okay.
on
The grappling hook. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
So you
I
have
guess
the
it's
grappling
hooked.
hook. Yeah,
I'm
it's
just holding
hooked.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if these guys
All right.
mess you up. Minkana.
My friends,
Wait, do you have one round here?
I do.
Is this the last round?
This is.
So meaning this turn right here. We're focused on this guy over here trying to climb a tower. Little did we forget of Minkana here in the ground, face down.
My friends, it has been a good run. Gede be praised. 2.
Minkana's face down in the dust, slowly fading. You feel your essence in this tower, the Tower of Blood here, draw upon your life energy and infuse it. And you can see you become one with Vanwyn, a loyal member of Gede, who's in this flux position trying to materialize himself. But you two just meld minds for a second as he says, I will finish what you started. Tell me what you want done, and I will get it done, for our great goddess has a purpose for all our great deeds. What's Minkana telling?
Mikana says, Brother, I know not who you are, but back at camp, there's one that's suffering. There's one that is in deep grief and turmoil. For what reason, I'm not sure. But she has this request that everybody be remembered. Will you take that and make that your mission?
Speak her name, and I will seek her out. If she is of the faith, there is reason we are here, far flung from our comforts of our temples. I am but a simple man, but I have become so great in the faith. Speak her name.
Arcuria. Gede be praised.
Arcuria, ye be praised, and you will be the one to praise her first, as like your essence just slowly starts entering the cosmos, the ether, channeled within the towers as well. The blood just shines and glows within the rocks infusing it with all this essence. In this moment, I will give an opportunity that has come to mind for these monsters. Their leader, Alizar, has winked out of existence. These blood rocks are infused with all of this energy, the blood of a faithful Gede. I'm going to roll just a morale check here at disadvantage. And if they don't get a 15 or higher, they're going to flee from all of this. Okay? 5 and 11. So in this moment, the rocks are trembling. As they absorb this, essence of all the syndicate members that have fallen, but this last amount of this crimson red liquid that flows and fuses within the rocks themselves just send this place into like a shuddering tizzy. And so the monsters themselves, the last of the syndicate members, know that they're starting to get outnumbered and their leader has completely dissipated. So they start to just back up and completely back away and start seeking shelter, like they're retreating essentially. Mikana has slowly passed, sending what last elements of his desire into the vestige of Vanwyn, this one priest that has become such an ally for everyone. So, Elarius, roll your constitution check here.
11. I see none of this.
Your eyes are watering. You see your eyes just completely becoming, like fused. They're starting to just like merge together. This Cyclopean dust just has made you blind to the efforts at store here. We could take a minute, step away from all of this as we start to kind of coalesce with Loric trying to reach the last of his summit to the top of the tower here. Mm-hmm. How do you want to go about that? I guess you could try climbing.
I don't know. I mean, I'd say with the rope and the bird. I don't know. Should we just get me up there?
Maybe we can just get you up there.
Okay. So I think let's get Loric up on the top.
You want to see it. So
I guess the eagles dissipated, flown away, and perhaps a sliver of another moon or the fires. Something is kind of giving a glow of certainly the stones themselves, and Loric stands there and is kind of taken by the silence. There's this whole clash and hubbub of people falling to their deaths and arrows flying and pounding of stone and cursing of this wizard, and now it's just stopped. And he takes a moment and I guess gathers his thoughts into the pillar of stone itself, looking at both Vanwyn and the Cyclops, who we don't know, I guess, but perhaps had a vision of in the with the orbs. Is this the same one? We had a vision down there of a Cyclops. I don't know if this is the same one or if that was a different one.
Meaning the ghost?
Yeah.
The ghost was a different figure in the actual tunnel itself. That was Lily, the one that helped,
Not the same person.
No, not the same person. I almost feel like, Elarius with his, Cyclopean blindness here, sees how to manipulate this altar here and, perhaps gives direction on how to manipulate what is at stake here. And you can definitely feel the essence of the Cyclopean construction here.
Can Elarius make his way to the top of the tower? Is this...
Yeah. We'll start to just...
stumbling around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some guidance, right. Sure. We're all working together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in examining this altar, what does Elarius glean from how to manipulate it, the nature of the altar itself, and what the outcome might be?
Essentially, you have the choice here to finish this teleportation that has been unfolding, and to finish the teleportation for whom is the choice. Vanwyn or this Cyclopean character that you have no idea who it is. Where the other will go, that's uncertain. On their way, dissipate completely, You don't know. But you've gleaned from this tower, this ritual, the insight of Perivas, even the blindness itself, the Cyclopean blindness. Do you see, like, I can move the stones, I can give the symbols, I can show the signs that they're looking for to finish what is going on here.
Right. Elarius will relay this information to Loric.
Sure.
And then there is a throbbing of maneuver in Elarius's hand. Well, it seems we have a choice. I submit this to you. Despite our differences, you are a worthy ally and trusted counsel. Vanwyn has seen us do something that I don't know if we want out there for the wandering eye.
I have no fear for my reputation, but I worry about this place, and I don't know if Vanwyn is the person to improve anyone's lives around here. A faithful servant of Gede, to be sure, and an honest man, I have no doubt. But perhaps this Cyclops here can help restore these lands to something less desolate and gruesome. And then maybe our sins will be absolved, in part at least.
At the very least, this Cyclops may have insight into what we're up against out there in the wastes.
Then it's decided. Let's bring him back.
With all apologies to Gede and the 214th.
Finish the ritual itself, and Vanwyn, spirit seems to transcend the location, the physical location here. Continue on his way. This very Temple of Gede with these underlying roots of a deeper bloodstone rocks that you have seemed very familiar within the blood rock arenas that you've set foot in. Perhaps there is some connection to the peak of Gede to the blood rock arenas themselves. Maybe that would be a place where Vanwyn goes to next in terms of their stone's connection. Nevertheless, the youth Cyclops appears. In his robes, they smell like fresh lavender. His skin is completely smooth. It's like an olive green skin, and his eye is like the swirling cosmos. It has the eternity of youth and possibility within it. And his little staff looks like it's freshly broken off of a tree, and he seems to, finally, I was waiting some time. Am I home now? And he looks upon the land and he realizes it's not what it was. For a second, he's just lost in thought, and he realizes he's gone a great distance through time and space. And he looks around, not recognizing anyone of you guys. Certainly not your physical makeup, you're certainly not your garb, your accents, all of these things. You are not of these lands. It's as almost he was expecting somebody else.
I have a Cyclops eye.
It's merging, it's coming together. Yeah.
All right.
Roll your constitution check.
11.
You have a Cyclops eye! And he looks at you. You know, he puts his hand out like, a distant brother, perhaps.
Maybe something like that.
Something about each of you feels very connected to this land, to me, to my folk. I am Granolith, and I am but a young, wandering pupil. It was our journey to seek more of this land. I have many stories to share, but I was not expecting these folk to appear before me. I have been in a meditative state of sorts, waiting for the ritual to be complete. It was started long, long ago, at least from what I can recollect. It's like waking up from a long slumber. I feel very well rested, but I have much to share. I wonder what my uncle is doing, my grandfathers, my grandmothers. They were here when this mountain was but a flat land, and now seeing the peaks around me, do I recognize, he points out like the tip top of this temple here. That was nothing but a molehill when I left, and now it is completely a giant tooth, and he looks down, where the pyre is like burning and stuff. This is a great distance indeed. How far have you traveled?
Across the oceans and the deserts.
Deserts? This was all but an ocean at one point. The seas were sinking. The seas were draining last I was but walking on the ground. And he was like looking around at like the basalt deserts and stuff. Like, yeah, the sands, they're dry, completely devoid of life. What has happened? Where are my brethren? Where are my uncles and grandfathers? The ones that built this machines, these devices, the magics that kept me suspended.
You are the first of your kind that we have encountered in physical form.
No. Are there others like me anywhere?
Only spirits.
Describe them. How have you seen them?
In apparitions and visions.
Like a ring? Like spinning around and project?
Sometimes.
No.
Other times in a place we walk through and they've spoken with us beneath this very mountain. Perhaps someone you knew.
Echoes of your language can still be found in the ruins.
No. There's much to discuss. This land is broken. I am but the last of a beating heart. And this eye has yet to see what the cosmos has to offer. And I need to know more. I saw visions of someone else, a priest. He was trying to set foot where I now stand. And between us, a figure in blue wrapped in a silver garb split through us. His presence was felt, and I have never felt such cold, such malice. And he yearned for a figure, a very cruel figure. His man's essence infused the stones that we stand on. He was removed from this fabric, but I was in a zone where he dwelt, where his essence was present. There's much to be discussed. He and his subordinate, they want more from this land. And you chose me. You chose me. And he takes his like walking staff and he like kind of bows his head. This guy's like 9 feet tall. Like he's like a tall dude, thin, lanky, skin smooth, but he has like a youthful presence to him. Like he's completely, an adolescence, nothing more than a teenager, but he's towering above you, and he just shakes in his immaturity, looking down at you guys.
It is quite noble of you to kneel before us. You may rise.
He lifts his head, stopping halfway, like that, obtaining the full kneel.
And as he is now risen, Elarius will salute.
We have much to talk about. But how do we get down from this tower? He looks a little scared. It's like no easy passage.
Same way we
came up.
came up.
If the weight will hold, then they just kind of start rappelling back down the rope.
And then this scene of just these figures and the flickering light of the pyre, and you can just see as you guys are descending this blood tower, just the Elid, the Evermore Brown Moon, the waning has gone away, revealing just a streak of moonlight at the very tower that you're now crawling down. Just these three figures. And as you happen to crawl down, at your feet, Mikana. 214th. His very essence imbued within Vanwyn, transmitted perhaps far beyond this essence. And amongst him and the fallen are there tons of this treasure from the Pyre of Gede. You don't have to go through it now, but you can imagine there's lots of good stuff here. And amongst all of this, Alizar's orb, the last orb for the Pyre of Gede, for the Wandering Eye, to complete presumably their reunification ritual. It was up here. Perhaps it was connected to the pyre after all. But with all of that said and done, you set foot within the Temple of Gede here on the peak of the mountain. Drastically changed, and the greatest treasure found amongst all the physical loot is Granolith here. What are you all thinking about? What's Elarius thinking about? Roll that Constitution check.
Elarius is thinking about the man in the jar. 8.
Nice.
In all seriousness, Elarius is a bit mystified by Granolith. Curious to know more about the mysteries that may be unlocked through further conversation with this new ally. And that enthusiasm, that glint of enthusiasm, is quickly dampened as he realizes that he has lost yet another ally. And so the longsword comes out once more, and an etching begins. Another symbol of Gede, but this time with purpose, with knowledge, with knowing. The symbol is wrapped in swamp vegetation.
Speaking of Mikana, speak broadly about the 214th. They must hear word of this. Speak broadly about your faction. What's the reaction to this? What's the response?
How much do they know? Do they know about what happened at the altar?
Ask them.
Loric is not...
Fast forward a week. What has happened?
Loric is not sharing outside of with Herman Roth what has taken place upon the mountain.
You're not sharing beyond Herman Roth.
Yes.
Yeah. So what has happened is only for the circle, essentially.
Right.
Gotcha.
I think Elarius would confide in Inji, but would also just check in with our courier and see how our courier is doing, and if there's any indication that Vanwyn's essence or spirit has communicated with her.
Well, is there?
I definitely think, like Galavan, she has a vision, an awareness that something is amiss, that something's communicated, that Mikana has delivered a message, that this person has reached out to her in some way. Direct contact with Vanwyn, to be determined. But I think there's insight. There's like, middle of the night, awoken. I have felt the loss of another life in the 214th.
But I assume that she's at least aware that Mikana's not coming home.
Oh, yeah, totally. Certainly, after a week, there's no Mikana yet.
She is just distraught. She is grieving. The 214th was set here in Arventa to provide a level of comfort, a level of protection, a level of generosity that they would hope would be their namesake, that they hope would be their trademark. And despite her not having initially a close tie to that mission, she feels the weight of it coming down upon her as the number of people to carry that out has diminished and the light of Gede has begun to fade. So she returns to the altar of whispered prayers, listening for any sign, and trying to determine what her next steps are, while grieving the loss of someone she knew and also grieving the loss of someone she didn't.
She hears the threads of your cloth may tear, but the fabric of your faith holds strong. Your purpose will spread across this land. It will reveal itself. How's Loric feel about all this?
Loric is relieved to be back in Arventa and away from the horrors and the desolation of those mountain halls and passages and cliffs and all of that. And he feels a little bit more like himself again. And to him, this chapter is closed. And he's coming back to be part of something new and something else. And he has no more illusions of wanting to lead anything at all, as he perhaps did when first, gaining some visions of power and conquest, and now he's happy to be back where he can just work on Arventa and whatever Herman's scheming may devise for him on his behalf.
Yeah, there's certainly a chapter here turning. Conquest is still in the air. War is definitely infusing all of the minds of Arventa. The peak of the mountain has been touched. The temple has been set foot in. Perhaps a site worth exploring in the backgrounds of everything. The Preservation Syndicate, like rats on a ship, continue their festering of the land and their drive to undo your constant foiling. Seethes in the veins of each of the members that have managed to slip away. Seem to be holding them at bay, and you seem to keep uncovering more of the deep lands of the history of these lands. Let's talk about treasure. Let's talk turkey. What's the most valuable thing, the most valuable treasures that have been discovered tonight?
I mean, Grenolith. For sure. And in terms of experience and knowledge for the future, Elarius, again, being saddened by the loss of another comrade, wonders if he had used the Oris just a little faster, a little quicker, maybe there would have been a different outcome. And there's a strange feeling at the back of his neck when he thinks about the Oris and the power that he felt. And he longs to dive more deeply into that and explore it. So we talk of conquest, the goal of maneuver, and what is slowly becoming part of Elarius. That direction, that vengeance, that drive, that is a treasure that he will take with him.
How many characters do you have left for the 214th?
I have 2.
Mikana, a courier being one of them.
And there is also a senior priest who...
An unnamed character, so you have one and
he's
2.
named. I just...
okay, sure. But you have 2 characters left for the 214th.
And to be fair, the appetite of the 214th, the morale has sunken to a new low. Our courier approaches the head priest and says, "Father, I cannot continue our mission. I will resign my post with the 214th." And with a sigh, he nods and he says, "I understand." And together, the two of them begin the decommission of the altar of whispered prayers.
That's certainly something worth exploring. I could see the banging of the tools and the demolition. Well, I'll explore that for sure. Loric, treasure.
Well, this is, I think, closing of a chapter of the Loric and Elarius in the desert sort of story. And for Loric, it's somewhat come full circle as someone who barely had any experience out here, had sort of been, I will say, back at Arventa, not in action yet, and then, of course, has, come into the whole action of taking the castle, and then immediately launched into this mission by Herman with some sort of delusions, perhaps, or at least, images of grandeur and power, and now has returned somewhat to his roots as a healer and a sort of magic man, spiritual person for his people.
Maybe he's wiser, being 11% older now.
Certainly wiser, exactly. Well, although that's age without experience, you could say. But maybe that in itself has given him a certain perspective.
Closer to death.
Right, right. So, I think he's grown and changed quite a lot, and we'll see exactly how in our next arc of Loric's story.
Can't wait to see where that goes. Oh, so you guys managed to defend this tower, keep the Preservation Syndicate out of here, loot the pyre of the treasure that was brought up here. Seems to be part of a deeper ritual where there's all sorts of things that get teleported up here for some sort of purpose, perhaps undiscovered within the monk cells of the mountains themselves. Perhaps another site to explore, should you want to be interested in that. I feel a solid 8 experience points. Now, I'll give our Curia 4 of those, should she choose to reconsider her dismantling of the 214th. Unless she has a drive here within the lands and the continents. Only if she chooses to do that. Otherwise, she doesn't get those 4 experience points.
Put condition.
Does my cyclops eye count as treasure?
Yeah. That's part of the 8 here. I'm
Excellent.
taking that into consideration. Yeah.
Is that permanent?
Roll ahead. Roll your Constitution check here.
All right. 15. Oh, 14.
14. We'll talk about this.
All right. Well,
I just imagine
offline.
like some time has passed, and like this is we're gonna end the session on this die roll here. Does Elarius want it?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Talk
Exactly.
about it.
I just imagine you're in your bed. We have to even talk about Granolith. How exactly? Where is he going? What is he doing? How is he presented to the rest of Arventa? There's a lot going on here. But you know, we've seen plenty of good things happen here. You guys return back to Arventa. It's a rousing sort of event as you return back to Arventa. There's festivities sorts going on, almost welcoming your return. You tell them about the mountains and your exploits out in the deserts, out in the mountains, and they cannot believe you and your exploits. Plenty of sites left unseen as the reunification rituals happen with the Evermore Brown Moon. There's plenty more to explore within the deserts, and I can't wait to see where you guys want to go next. The Blood Rocks are calling, for sure. The Crawling Castle makes its way across the desert sands, but this young, youthful, olive-skinned, lavender-smelling, staff-wielding Cyclops, 9 feet tall, trailing behind these seasoned, battle-hardened warriors who have just been unearthing stones and bringing their own brand of chaos and destruction and healing and discovery to the land, is slowly being unraveled to this Cyclops who has plenty to share and much insight to give, perhaps even guiding your sights further across the desert sands. That, my friends, is a fable for another table. Thanks for watching this chapter of our ongoing fable. Drop a like if you enjoyed the episode, and let us know in the comments which stories interest you most. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and to stay connected, there are links to our Discord and socials in the description. We want to invite you to the next episode of Tables and Fables, and we'll be sure to save you a seat.